Well, howdy y'all. I'm finally gonna do it. I'm finally about to start on my lake slash pond, whatever you want to call it. And I've got a lot of work to do. I finally got to a point, I'm just gonna say the hell with it. I'm finally gonna do something for myself. So yeah, this is going to be the official start of the Smith Lake here. Little Smith Lake is what we're gonna call it. I got the skid steer down here. The first thing I've got to do is I'm gonna set this stuff on fire right here. It's been drying out several months now. Get it going because I would like my water line to come up to about right here. That's kind of where I want my water line. It really depends on these trees over here. I don't want to kill any more of those. A few of those little ones I don't mind, and I don't want it going back up in there to flood all that in there, because all that's pretty much the ditch line that's coming down through here that's feeding all this. So I don't have my transit with me. I forgot to get it from our job site we're working on, so I can't really shoot grade just yet. But also I've got to get me something established in there so I can see. This has grown up a lot. It used to be all cleaned out down in here, but I've let it grow up over the past 2 years or so. But I'm gonna light this on fire, do a little bit of brush cutting. I always really enjoy that. Get these piles out of the way, and then I can get the excavator down here and get some of this bigger stuff ripped out. And it's also supposed to rain tonight, so imagine that. As soon as I want to get started, it's gonna start raining. But anyway, y'all, trying to think of how I want to do this. If I just want to make a lot of shorter videos, or one a week or so that's really long, y'all let me know what y'all rather see. I like longer videos, just when I'm sitting down finally getting to watch TV. That's usually what I put out. But I kind of want to document every little part of this, just for me to go back and watch later. But y'all let me know how y'all would rather see it done. And it's going to drag out a while, because I'll only get to work on it maybe here or there on the weekends, and some in the evenings, and then of course it's winter time now, so yeah, got that to deal with. So anyway, I'm gonna shut my mouth and we're gonna get to work here. Well guys, we're kind of already off to a rough start. I forgot I had dug into that hill several years ago whenever I was building this road, that I eventually had to cut all that dirt out anyway. All that is like just rough as hell in there, and I'm afraid I'm gonna get the skid steer stuck. So what I'm gonna have to do is wait till I get these fires kind of consolidated so I can get up in there. Yeah, or tell you what I may do. I may go around up through the woods here and try to come in down off the hill. Let's try that. These fires are burning good though. think I'm gonna give that thing a rest. I'm gonna go get the excavator, get it warmed up and down here, get these fires kind of situated so I can get up in here. I think probably the quickest thing and easiest is just kind of rake all that stuff in there with the excavator, get it thrown on these fires. Of course, it'll track down a lot of that grass, but it is very rough in there. There's a ditch line that goes down through there, and there's all kind of little ditches in there. That is very rough, and I'm afraid I'm gonna get that thing in here and stuck, and then I will be in a bind. So let's just go get the excavator and get that took care of. Maybe I can get these logs broke up and thrown in here. There's another pile in there that I made a video a long time ago about cleaning this thing out. I need to get that stuff on fire too. Alright, so I got the excavator ready to go. I'm trying to make my way back to the fire over there. Knock some of this stuff down just so I can see in here. Right there's the pile I made several years ago, or 2 years ago. I don't remember when it was. I got a video of it. I think it's whenever I was cutting this pond levee out over here. Come in and took out all these trees like this right here, and then got ready to grown back. We're like getting here bush hog, just hoping the fire would catch it. Try to burn some of this stuff down. See, like that ditch right there. It's just a jumbled up mess in here. I can just get it laid down for right now. out how this thing's gonna lay in here. Well, guys and gals, this is what I got done yesterday. You can see right over there the excavator, and then the fire's still smoking what's left of it. Of course, it came a monsoon last night, but I got all this kind of bush hog down in here. Right there is the old pond. Still pretty growed up on top of the old dam there, but all that's gonna be gone eventually. It's really too wet to really do anything else other than run the chainsaw. And when I get down in here, I'll show y'all my plan and kind of how I want this lake to be and its purpose. All right, so we are looking at the back side of the dam, which is right there. See all that green stuff right in there? That's the back side of the dam. So I'm thinking I really didn't want to lose this tree just because it's pretty where it's sitting, but I think it's gonna have to go. I'm hoping the water line will come at the edge of these trees, and it's impossible to tell right now, but more than likely the dam is going to come right through here and then tie into this hill. I'm kind of standing right here is the old overflow of the pond, or where all the runoff comes through now. I'm afraid if I don't come behind this tree and tie in back here, it's going to be just a lot more dirt to come in front of the tree to tie. I'll just lose more trees if I don't take this one out, and it's almost too big to really do anything with anyway. But I'm going to lose a lot of hardwoods up in here. Really not good for anything. There's one or two that may be useful, but my plans for this pond, I want it to be a bass fishing, crappie fishing type pond. I love bass fishing growing up. I love crappie fishing. I didn't do a lot of bass fishing growing up because my papa and my dad didn't really do that. They did mostly crappie and catfishing, which I always loved that, but I can't stand a damn catfish. Slimy things. I like to eat them, but I can't stand catching them and handling them. So anyway, I want to build this thing for it's a bass fisherman's paradise and crappie. So yeah, my plan is I'm not going to knock these trees down with the excavator. I will some of the smaller ones, some of the little stuff, but I'm going to hand cut most of this stuff because I want it to have a lot of structure left in it. That's what I want. I want structure all in it. I want it to have natural ditches and valleys and all that stuff. I don't want a clean, smooth bottom pond. I think that's kind of silly, especially when you're building something you just want to fish in, you want to grow big fish. You want it to have character, and that's what I want. So it's going to be a lot more work, I think, which I don't know. It may be less work. I don't mind it. I haven't run a chainsaw in a while, so I'm looking forward to it. Probably not by the time I get done with this thing, but anyway, that's my plan. And some of these logs that are big enough, I may take them to the sawmill if they'll take hardwood. If not, I'll probably just keep them and save them for some projects down the road I want to do. But I'm going to lose some monster trees in here, but it's kind of sad. I don't like cutting hardwood, especially my own, but they're dying. There's several trees in here that has failed. A lot of these big ones in here is bad. They're dying. They're at the end of their life anyway, and they're too big to do anything with anyway, so I really hate to lose them. But I've got, as y'all can see, I got plenty more hardwoods around here, some big trees. So that's my plan for this pond. I want it to have a lot of structure in it, and yeah, I think it's going to be fun. A lot of these tops I'm going to leave them. A lot of the bigger trees I'm going to leave the tops and stuff like that. I'll get most of the log out. Of course, I'm going to cut it about, I don't know, about waist high, just something comfortable. I'm standing there and can cut and leave all that standing. like I said, a lot of the little stuff that I can just snap off of the excavator, I'll take care of that with that, and I'll burn right in here. So yeah, let's get to work with the chainsaw. And y'all, this is my original 261. I've had this thing for several years now. I don't remember when I got it, 2016 maybe, 18, 17, somewhere around in there. I don't really remember. It's been a damn good chainsaw. I did a review on it. I got a video on it several years ago, and it's still the original saw. So I haven't ran this thing in a while. I put some fresh gas in it, ran it, cranked it. Of course, it crunked right up, sharpened the chain, got it ready to go. So I'm looking forward to it. And y'all, I'm no professional tree cutter, so I'll probably get this thing hung up. I'm not going to worry about felling them all the same direction. Whichever way the tree's leaning, that's the way I'm going to go with it, so I don't have to worry about wedging them over and all that stuff. So let's do it to it. I could tell this chain has some bad spots in it when I was sharpening it. Ran through something. Here she comes wide open. It's kind of grabby still, so it still needs a little bit of work. Let's get this old oak tree right here, and this would be a good one I can save the log out of. And I don't know why I'm cutting these up, because I need to stack them right in there. I need to stop cutting this stuff. got afraid of that one with this one. It got hung up in this tree over here. No big deal. I actually cut that one anyway. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll leave it. Alright. So we're down to some of the bigger ones now. Whew. I'm about out of breath, y'all. Man. I don't wear chaps. And I know I probably should, but we should probably do a lot of things that we don't. But I will wear safety glasses and earplugs. But I tell y'all what, these right here are just about dangerous because they're distracting me. They keep falling out and not wanting to do right. So man, I gotta get in shape. All right, I'm gonna take out this one next, but it's kind of leaning in 3 different directions, so I don't know which way it really wants to go. I'm going to try to send it down that way. I don't know, we'll see. I need to move my truck before I smash it though. That's a decent tree right there. There's really not as many in here as I thought there was now that it's opening up, but y'all can see the idea. I think this is going to be great for fishing habitat. Yeah, so let's get this old nasty sweet gum down. Well, y'all, that went exactly where I wasn't trying to make it go. Oh me, Cotton Top would be proud of that. I could have swore it was gonna go this way. Anyway, look who showed up, y'all. Showed up down here. I said, bring you some work clothes and some boots. What are you wearing? Huh? I thought you was gonna wear some work clothes and boots.
Well, my work clothes are in the car, but you were cutting down my favorite tree, so.
That's your favorite one?
That's my favorite one.
Well, she gone. You gonna ruin them boots.
Well, they're leather.
They're leather?
I got my rubber boots in the car. I'm gonna put them on. I was just seeing what you were doing. Before I ate my chicken.
Will you please let Rip out?
Yeah, yeah. Why is he... There's just something sexy about a man with a chainsaw. That was my favorite tree, y'all. Chainsaw. He still ain't real good at it yet, though. So he told me to come video this. I'm really not even sure why, but I guess the rings. That's a pretty good sized tree. She be.
Saws hung up.
Oh, rats. Did I not teach you better than that? Did I not teach you better than that? I'm filming from the comfort of the cab of the excavator since it's cold out there, y'all. Getting that thing stuck. I thought you were supposed to be a pro or something.
Yeah.
Huh? I thought you was good at this.
Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end this one here. This is the first video of probably many. Y'all don't laugh at my tree cutting skills. They could use some work, but I got a good bit done today. I feel like not working very long. This is starting to open up nice, and this is going to be I think this is going to be great for what I want. Somebody have something stupid to say, but it'll be okay. Yeah, I'm afraid just sitting back kind of eyeballing things now as it's opening up. I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cut several on that side too. I believe the water line is gonna go up in there, but kind of is what it is. I reckon I want a lake in here, and I'm gonna have one if I live long enough. But I'm gonna call it there. I'm gonna get all this chopped up and cleaned up, and I'm saving these logs over here. That's gonna be my structure, except the big oak logs that I can probably take to the sawmill. I'm just cutting them whole, setting them to the side. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with them later. So yeah, like I'm gonna save that one and one out of that tree, and then I'll have a few more. So yeah, I'm excited. It's hard to tell kind of where we're at right now, but it'll start opening up. And I'll have a drone fly over. I'm gonna have to borrow Rookie's drone. Maybe I won't crash it, but of course I crashed mine and broke it, and I can't find anybody to repair it. I talked to Sam TriStar Digging. He's broke several, so he's got experience in getting them repaired. He said send it to DJI, so that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this one. I don't know where Carly ran off to. I think she got cold. So y'all let me know what you think, and y'all kind of, I'll probably try to put out a video a week on this project. Of course it's winter time, so I don't know how much I'll get to really do or how much I'll get to film, but y'all let me know kind of how you want it laid out or how y'all would like to see it. I'm sure this video has gotten very long, but it'll be okay. I want to document as much as I can on it, and I'm afraid this tree's gonna have to go. So anyway, y'all keep your eyes open. I'll see you later. we got some bonus footage here. Carly's in the excavator. She got mad and said I wouldn't let her ever try it, so she's gonna dig a hole here. She's wanting me to teach her how to run it, and I just shut the door and just told her to go. As long as that yellow thing's up. What? You just got to do it, sweetheart. I can't tell you. You just got to do it.
Does this do anything?
What?
Does this thing do anything?
Yes, ma'am.
And do these do anything?
You don't push buttons. You just use the joysticks.
Don't push buttons.
No. She's probably gonna get yelled at before she gets out of there. Oh my gosh. Put the thing down. That's your thumb wheel over here on your right hand.
You told me not to mess with the button.
Don't mess with that. I just want you to dig a hole. That's all I need you to do. Lord have mercy. She hasn't figured out her right joystick yet. She thinks that they just go up, forward and back, not left and right. Right hand. Oh me. Gonna be a long night, y'all. Her first scoop of dirt. She's finally figured out how to curl the bucket. Now she thinks she's a operator now. She ain't doing bad. She's in there talking to herself. That's when you know she's serious.